Hey, y'all. Thanks for watching. Joe Burrow to Cincinnati. Zero shock there. Can he resurrect that franchise? If he does, he'll be one of the most popular athletes that state has ever seen. But for now, he's just the number one pick. And here was my reaction to the pick. We also had Phil Simms on later in the week to weigh in on this first pick and more, the other quarterbacks as well. And it was really fun catching up with Anthony Munoz to talk about the entire Cincinnati Bengals organization outlook, what they have that are some strengths outside of just Joe Burrow. And, if you're a Bengals fan, you probably come away from listening to Anthony Munoz talk feeling a little bit better and with some hope. We'll see if it's false hope. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, all that stuff. Oh, the Bengals are on the clock. The draft started. We got sports, motherfucker. Let's go. Look at that Andy Reid right there. Look at that Andy Reid. What's he got in that cup? A cola? It's definitely a cola. Unless that's just all dip spit. You know these coaches are just dipping their faces off right now. Skull straight to the grill all night long. Although I'm not a big Skull fan at all. I ran through that on a podcast recently. Kodiak. Not an endorsement. This is not liquor. It's watered down apple juice. Don't ask. Yeah, it's a Jack and Coke for Andy Reid. I don't think so. The Bengals are on the clock. As you can see, we're going to be rolling the tattoo graphics. I have no idea what they're doing. The pick is in. Let's pause for a minute and see who it could possibly be. And for some people, at least, I think Burrow is as close to a slam dunk at quarterback in the draft when you take into consideration to his injuries. But, that 1 year wonder type thing. Can you effectively evaluate a quarterback in a situation like Joe Burrow's, for instance, who transfers, who has Brady and Brady leaves for Carolina? How do you factor that in when you evaluate a Burrow or somebody?
Well, I think one of the best things that's happened in college football is you're allowed to transfer. He played really well the year before for LSU. I watched him during the offseason last summer, and I go, I really like this kid. And we train a few quarterbacks up here, my son and I called the father because I looked at him, I said, man, he's a third or fourth round pick playing for a backwards LSU offense. And you could see the talent. I go, wow, this guy's a better athlete than I expected. And you could just see all the other stuff. And so they gave him an offense that really let him show off his skills. And not only did he do that, he took it much farther. He played pro football. And you look at LSU and all the receivers, and we talk about everything. Joe Burrow, and hey, the SEC, he was playing pro football. He was dodging rushers, knowing how to take a hit, get rid of the football, find a guy before he got run over, and then he could escape trouble when there was pressure. And it kind of caught me by surprise because I watched LSU play all year, and it looks easy on TV. But when I took a close look at it, I go, this guy is really under pressure a lot. And he would find somebody quick to throw it to, escape, or the big thing is, Chris, and because you've hit a lot of them, how to take a hit as a quarterback, when to what to do, and he was terrific at that. So
you mentioned knowing how to take a hit, Tua. That's the big concern. Even when Nick Saban was asked last night, he mentioned, the one negative is I think he needs to get smarter about getting down and taking hits the right way. One thing I thought with Burrow was, as a rusher, I looked at him and his eyes are always downfield. He's not careless with the football. He's got two hands on the football, and he moves well in the pocket, but his eyes are never on the rush. He's not panicked about the traffic and the trash around him. And I feel like good quarterbacks really have that innate sense of spatially where the next bullet is that they have to dodge, and their eyes are on the target.
Well, that was what's great that happened to him down at LSU. We keep hearing, the college game is coming to the pros. Well, the pro game went to the colleges, and look what happened.
Yeah.
And he got a chance to show all those talents that you're talking about because they threw the football so much, and he was in a pro offense. And when I watch all the college football this offseason, the one thing I noticed, I see a lot more pro concepts now in college football than I see the other way around.
Right.
They're all copying all the past tree of Andy Reid, Kyle Shanahan, just all down the line. Those plays are in almost every offense now in college football, and if they're not, then the coach is making a mistake.
Right.
Because if they beat pro offenses, I guarantee they're going to beat college offenses. So it's interesting. It really, Joe Burrow getting a new coach and Joe Brady down there, it did everything for him.
You know, I watched him all year. Not to mention that he played better. The bigger the game got, the better he played. And you know, the arm strength has been a question, and I've seen him put the ball in some air. You know, you have to have some arm strength to do that. But I think, and one of the guys, I'm not going to compare him to this guy, but the guy that I went 0 for in college and pros was Joe Montana. And the guy, I wouldn't say had the strongest arm, but his anticipation. There's times where Joe Burrow throws the football and the wide receiver still has 1 or 2 steps as he's breaking out of his, his cut, and the ball's right there. So I think the smarts, the anticipation, knowing if you're going to your number 1 or 2 guys and they're not open, bang, you get right away. You go to that third guy and you know exactly where he is. And to me, that's what's been impressive. And then his pocket awareness, the way he moves around in the pocket. And of course, now as you're getting close to the draft, you see more and more highlights. But you see a lot of guys that are moving around the pocket and they just have one hand on the ball, so it's very easy, for great pass rushers like you to knock it out. Moves around, he's got both hands on the football until he steps and throws. So there's a lot of things and I'm not an expert at the quarterback position, but that has impressed me beyond him, winning the Heisman and winning the national championship. But I love to watch how guys react with teammates, the camaraderie, the chemistry. And that is the thing that I've been impressed with Joe Burrow.
Thanks for watching, guys. I had a lot of fun doing the live stream thing. When we have another one, please join us. We're going to be doing a lot of post-draft analysis here the next few weeks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And, most of the stuff you'll see nowadays with us is audio. So check it out. Greenlight Pod on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, the whole 9 yards. Check us out.